Hey guys, Future Dark here. So before we get into the actual encounter that I ended up filming from the setup that I did in the previous video, I just want to say beforehand that I did make a lot of mistakes during this encounter. Through the magic of video editing, I'm going to point out on screen every time I make a mistake. And I'll maybe even keep a running total of how many mistakes I make throughout the video. And I'll also put in some extra statistics up in the corner for you guys about our party ship, the Ghost in this case. I'll keep track of like its hit points, its shield points, its remaining hit points and shield or hull and shield dice, as well as like the status of its power dice, things like that. Just so you guys have a bit of a better understanding of what's going on. And that's about it. Without further ado, on with the video. Alright, so welcome back to this whole thing. So you watched me go through and do all the prep work and stuff for the ships, and now we're finally going to get to actually do some combat. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our initiative counter ready. I'm going to roll initiative for the TIEs first. So for the TIE fighters, we're going to end up rolling... we'll essentially be making a dex check, and then we're going to be subtracting 3 from it. We're going to be using this initiative size modifier in the errata. So, let's see if we can do this. We want to add a turn, and if we go into our chat, 1d20 plus... Let me see what it was. Okay, so it's just going to be 1d20. It's easy enough. So I'll just roll 6 d20s. See what I got. Ooh, one of them got a natural 1. We got a couple that are tied. Natural 19s. Alright, so we got one that's got 19. We got... There we go. Now he's set. Really? Come on. There we go. Add a turn. And you will get... Crying out loud. You'll get the other 19. We got you. You're going to get the 1. Poor sap. You're going to get 7. This guy gets a 13. And then the last guy gets a 16. Make this a little bit bigger so we can actually get... There we go. Now for the Ghost, and this is what you would do for your player character ships as well. Hera, Zeb, and Rex are all going to have to roll initiative. And then the lowest score that out of the 3 of them determines what the Ghost's initiative is going to be. I didn't take the time to actually stat them beyond saying that I was going to give Rex an 18 in Dex. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll Rex's first. So that's 1d20 plus 4. I'll assume... Oh, he got a nat 20. Very nice. We'll assume, I'm going to assume that Hera has a 16 in Dex. So 1d20 plus 3. Ooh, Hera got a nat 1, so yeah, I think the Ghost is definitely going last. And then for Zeb, we'll roll 1d20 plus 2. Alright, yeah, so the Ghost's initiative is going to be 4. Jeez, Hera, you really dropped the ball on this one. And a turn. 4. Alright, now let's go ahead and sort these in... No, other way. Descending order. Alright. And now we can get to it. So here's the fun part. Alright. This guy. So he, and I'm going to make sure that I have these pulled up as well at all times. So I want, whoop, oh dear. There we go. I need it a little bit wider. Thank you. There we go. Roll 20, please. Please stop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Move these around. Unfortunately, I don't really have the room for this. Alright. So our starfighter gets to move 400 feet in a turn, so I'm just going to have him barrel forward 400 feet. Let's get our handy dandy measuring tool. Yep, 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see if we are close enough for a weapon attack. I'm pretty sure we're not. We're going to end up having to make it at disadvantage, I think. And actually, what we can do is... Oh yeah, no. Well, we're within long range at least. So what we can do here is I can move the TIE fighter further forward. Or what I can do is, since I moved so much, I can declare an attack run. Which I think is what I'm going to end up doing. And I'm definitely going to want to knock out these ties as quickly as possible so I don't have to do this so much. So attack run. Move at least 150 feet towards the target. You can use your action to declare an attack run. You have to have a clear path, which we do. If you end this movement with the target in normal range of one of your... Okay, never mind. Can't declare an attack weapon, or an attack run, because we're not within normal range. Alright, in that case, we're going to dash, essentially. We're going to take the fly action. Because there's little else that he can actually do. And I really should have put more thought into this. Here we go. Alright, so he's going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, dash normally is a double-edged sword if you're in a party bus, so you might want to avoid doing it. So if you're... Or fly, rather. I keep calling it dash. So fly, you gain extra movement for the current turn. The increase equals your current speed. So it's effectively dash. The problem is the action affects your entire ship. Any skill check or attack roll made by your ship or anyone on it has disadvantage until the end of your ship's next turn. So it's very much a get-out-of-dodge maneuver type thing. But in a small ship, it's not too bad. Because, you know, there's only one person in the TIE fighter. Alright, next guy is this guy up here. So he's going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And next, we go to this guy. It's going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's counting with dark. And this, that's the one that's currently covered up by these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we go to this one. I believe ends up there. Yep. Alright, now we get to the Ghost. So this is where the fun begins. So the Ghost has a flying speed of 450 feet and 150 feet of turning speed. So what we're going to do is we're going to close the distance and we're going to engage one of these knuckleheads. Let's see, current range to target. Oh, you're within range, friend. You're within range of a proton torpedo, friend. Okay. So we're going to have Hera fire a proton torpedo at this guy right here. So that TIE fighter is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, which we are going to do. Go to the chat, switch over to TIE fighter. We're going to make a dex save. And normal roll. Dex save 19, so he passes. So he's going to take half damage. There's the ghost. Alright, damage time. So the damage is 2d10 energy damage. Ugh. Pretty bad rolls. Okay, so this guy's only going to take 2 points of damage. Which isn't much, but it's something. And we are down 1 proton torpedo. And then after that, so next we're going to actually get the ship closer so that Rex and Zeb can start shooting. So currently, alright, so we need to get within 800 feet. So we're going to move forward. We can move 9 squares. We're just going to move, yeah, I think we'll move all 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now our current distance to target is 700 feet. Yep, so we are well within range. No matter we measure from the side or the center. You're supposed to measure from the edge of the token, but I'm doing center to center. Okay, so the ghost. So first we're going to have, we'll have Zeb do it. These ties are all within his arc. Remember the arc is a 90 degree arc. So it extends out like this, where my mouse is going. Thereabouts. And Rex is in a turret. He can shoot them in any direction. The proton torpedoes were a similar thing. They're front facing. So we're going to have, oh, there's a double period there. Oops. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're going to have Zeb make an attack. Normal roll. Not going to do anything crazy with it. Ooh, very nice. So he rolled an 18 on the die. So that's a hit. And so now we get him to roll damage. Somehow. There we go. So that's how we do it. So he got a pretty decent roll. 11 energy damage, and our TIE fighters don't have any damage reduction, so he's going to take all of that. And now we're going to have Rex take a shot, and I'm assuming Rex is going to hit as well. Yeah, that's another hit. 19 versus 14. Let's see what kind of damage he gets. Oh yeah, that's a dead TIE fighter. That guy, he dead. He very, very dead. All right, cool. So that's 1 tie out of the fight. So let's go ahead. Oops. There we go. Put a big old X on him. And we want to make sure we remove him from the rotation. Yeah, so he's out. Okay. 1 tie down. Less stuff for me to do. Now these guys are going to be within shooting range. Alright. And lastly, it goes to the guy that actually didn't get to move at all. So he's got to catch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's just going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just trying to get within firing range now. Yeah, he dashed, so he can't really do anything else. He could use his bonus action if he wanted to. I'm dumb. All of these could have been bonus actions. Oops. So I guess we'll rectify it on this guy. The other guy decided to hold fire. This guy's not going to hold fire. He's going to shoot. But he's within normal range, but he is outside of normal range. So this is going to be at disadvantage. That's tile in. Disadvantage. Yeah, so I goofed, which, yeah, that's a miss. Remember, the Ghost has 16 armor class. Yeah, so, oops, I guess that's, the Imperial incompetence that comes up in the show has just gotten pushed onto me, I guess. Alright, round 2. So, this guy's flight lead is currently deceased, which is very unfortunate. So this guy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to spend 300 feet. And then he's going to spend 50 feet to turn 45 degrees. Which, okay, the game does let me do it. Or Roll20 does. So he spent 350 feet. and then he's going to move one more square. So that's 400 feet. And the ghost is still within the firing arc and is probably well within firing range. Oh yes, absolutely. So we are going to make just a normal twin laser cannon attack for this. If I wanted to play this optimally, I'd want to use the rapid attacks. The reason for this is because rapid uses a dex save, the ghost's damage reduction isn't going to get factored in at all. So remember, the ghost has a damage reduction of 4. And so saves bypass that damage reduction, which can be pretty nice. So anyways, twin laser cannon attack on the ghost. Normal roll. It's a nat 1. That's an automatic miss, sir. Next turn is that guy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flying past the wreck of his dead buddy. 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy, I am going to have him make a rapid attack. So I'm going to have the ghost make a dex save. The ghost has to get a DC 12, which I'm sure it's going to get. Normal roll. Ugh, barely. It barely got it, but it succeeded. Next, tile, another tile then, which is covered up by our stat blocks. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 300 feet. And then we're going to turn 45 degrees, so we spend 50 feet of movement doing that. Since its turning speed is 100, that's for 90-degree turns. So if you want to turn more or less than that, you multiply or divide proportionally. So we want to turn 45 degrees, which is half of 90 degrees, so we cut the turning speed in half. So we spent 350 feet of movement now. We'll spend the last 50 feet of movement moving a bit closer like this. We're going to try rapid attack again. So the ghost is going to need to make another dex save. Normal roll. Nat 20. No problem. Alright, next is that guy. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're still within that 90-degree firing arc. Barely, mind you. We're probably gonna have to turn next turn. And we're just gonna do a normal twin laser cannon attack. Maybe it'll hit so I can actually demonstrate damage reduction for you guys. Nope, that's another nat 1. Huh. Alright then. the dice gods give it, and the dice gods take it away. Alright, it's the ghost's turn. So I'm going to have Hera hold off on moving this time, and I'm going to have them focus their fire on this one. Wait, why did... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't realize that. Oh, dear. I'm going to have to fix that. Ooh, that's a problem. Alright, so I guess I'm going to end up having to attack these guys individually because of that issue. Oops. Yep, so Hera's going to send a proton torpedo towards this guy. So we need our TIE fighter to make a dex save, which he will probably pass, let's be honest. Yep, he passed. So he's going to take half of this. Huh. Alright, well. 11 divided by 2, 5.5. Round that down to 5. And then we'll go to... Hera's not going to move the ship this turn. She's just going to have it stay put. Oh, and the reason that saves aren't being made with disadvantage is because the attack run, or the disadvantage on fire, rather, for the pilot, it doesn't apply to tertiary and quaternary weapons. It just applies to primary and secondary. Oh, these guys would have been making their attacks at disadvantage anyways. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Oh, dear. This is just great. Definitely going to be a lot of edits I'm going to have to make in the video. Alright, we'll go to Rex's turn next. So Rex is going to make an attack at this guy too, and might even one-shot him. So let's see. The laser cannon attack with Rex. Normal roll. I think that's a miss. Yeah, it is. Okay. But Rex, I believe, has a feature he can use to get himself out of this. Yep, we're going to use the precision shot gambit. So we're going to consume 1 power dice from weapons. And next turn you'll be able to see that, the power dice regen. So we'll consume 1 weapons power die. So that's going to bring our power die total. I guess I'll have to go over to this page for it. So the Ghost has a direct power coupling, which means it has 4 power dice in total that it can save up, and they can be used by any of the 5 systems, which can be handy. On bigger ships, you tend to see distributed power couplings, which give 2 power dice to each system capacity instead. But more importantly, we have our power dice size, which is a D10 because we got a tier 4 ship. So, where did Rex's page go? Yep, we added to the roll. So this is going to make it hit. So we'll roll 1d10, we get a 7. So that's going to push our attack roll number up to an 18. And additionally, so we're going to hit, which is nice. But in particular, if the attack hits, add the power die to the weapon's damage roll. Yep. So we get to roll damage. And add 7 to it. So 9 plus 7 is 15. So that's another dead TIE fighter. So I'm going to bump this back up to 18 for the others, and I'm going to give this guy the red X. And also remove him from the list. There we go. We're getting rid of the fast starfighters. Alright. Now we go to this guy, and I'm going to actually take his turn properly and use the attack run action. So looking at that again, we need to move at least 150 feet towards a target, and then use the action to declare an attack run. And as long as we end the movement within normal range of one of the weapons, we can use our bonus action to fire at it, which is good. So when we do so, we don't have disadvantage on attack rolls with primary or secondary weapons, and if we were to fire a tertiary or quaternary weapon, it would get a damage boost. But that damage boost can only affect 1 roll. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, declare an attack roll here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're still within that 90-degree arc. And so this guy is going to make a regular. Actually, he's going to make a rapid attack. So I'm going to have the Ghost make a saving throw. And we'll see. Yeah, they pass again. Alright, top of the order again. Round 3. So this guy gets to go. 1, 2, 3. Declares attack roll here, and he's going to actually stop here, and he's going to make another rapid attack. So the Ghost has been doing very well so far. Surely it can't last. Ah, here we go. So now we have a failure. So now on that rapid attack, we're going to do 2d8 plus 2 energy damage. So it's 15 energy damage, and the DR isn't going to help this. But what this is going to do now is this is going to go into shield, so I'll be able to give a demonstration of shield regeneration when it's the Ghost's turn. Alright, number 13, all the way up there. You are going to move. He's going to have to move past this guy. 150. Actually, you know he won't, because when you do horizontal movement like that, the first square costs 50, then the next square costs 100. We'll move him closer, though. Then another 50, another 100, so that's 300 feet of movement spent. And we're just going to do a normal twin laser cannon attack against the ghost. See if we hit. We do hit. Okay, good. So this time I can actually explain damage reduction. Let's roll damage. Only 4. Ooh, okay. Actually, this is perfect. So, we've rolled 4 points of energy damage. Looking at the ghost again. So the ghost has a damage reduction of 4. So what's going to happen is we're going to take the damage that is incoming, which is 4. We're going to subtract passive modifiers first, which is our damage reduction. And then we would apply resistance and vulnerability. Then we would worry about active modifiers, so like rolling dice and stuff. So the damage reduction applies here, but because the damage reduction would reduce the damage we take to 0, we instead take 1 point of damage to our shields, since our shields are still up. And next, we have another TIE fighter, which is that guy. So he is going to move 100 feet that way, spend 50 feet turning, and then move 50, and then another 100 for 150. So 300 feet of movement. He's going to declare an attack run here, and he's going to make a rapid attack with the twin laser cannons. So the ghost has to make another save. Par for the course at this point. The ghost passes, so it doesn't take any damage. Now the ghost's turn. So it's the start of the ghost's turn. So at the start of the turn, we can decide if we want to regenerate shields or not. And this is done for free. So our shield regeneration rate, if we go... is that it was in our hit points section, but then it got erased when I put the health in earlier. So our shield regen is 8, because we have directional shields, so there's no modifier. So it's just the maximum number on our ship's shield die, which is a D8. So we regenerate 8 hit points to our shields, putting us at 85, which is not our maximum. And then we reduce, that consumes the shield dice. So now we're down to 8 shield dice. And also, at the start of our turn, we consumed a power die last turn, so our reactor gets to regenerate some power dice for us. So we have a fuel cell reactor, which gives us 1 power die per round. And that 1 power dice can only go into central capacity. If you had system capacity, you could decide like which system it wanted to go in. Or if you had both, you could decide if you wanted to put it in central or system. But the most a direct power coupling can have in central capacity is 4. We were down to 3, so now we're back up to 4 again. So that's good. So now Hera gets to take a turn. So Hera is going... let's see, so which guy do we want to focus down? We want to focus down... we'll focus down this one. Right there. So we'll start with a proton torpedo. So let's have our TIE fighter make a dex saving throw. Normal roll. It succeeds. Everybody's doing real good on the dex saves. So we roll 2d10 energy damage. Oof. 5, and that's going to get cut down to 2, which is unfortunate. There we go. Alright, and then we'll have... did I skip Zeb's turn? I think I skipped Zeb's turn. Oops. Well, this is what happens when you have one person trying to do everything. Alright, so that's Hera's turn. Let's have Rex do a thing. We'll roll. He hits. Yeah, he hits. Rolls damage. 12 energy damage. Ty doesn't have any damage reduction. And Zeb gets to make up the turn that he missed by shooting now. Hopefully he'll hit. Zeb, you missed. You screwed up. Most unfortunate. Alright. Next goes to this guy. So this guy is going to turn 45 degrees. And he's going to start moving. 50, 100. So that's 200 feet spent so far. And then we'll spend another 150. So he spent 350 feet out of his 400 feet of movement. We'll have declared an attack run, and we'll be making a rapid attack against the ghost. So the ghost needs to make a dex save, which it will probably pass, because it's been doing so well. Yeah, it passes. No problem. All right, and then it goes to number 16. So number 16 is going to go 1, 2, 3. Declare an attack roll here. Make a rapid... No, just a regular attack against the ghost, actually, this time. Just a regular twin laser cannon. It's a hit. He rolls damage. Gets a good damage roll, 8 energy. So this time the damage reduction on the ghost is going to take that down to 4. And then he's going to keep going. Since he had a little bit of movement left. Alright, number 13 is right there. So he's going to move 50, 100. He's going to take the attack run action here. He's also just going to do a regular twin laser cannon attack. That is a miss. That is a miss. 50, 100, 50. Okay. They're essentially going to go past, and then they're going to swing around and attack from the back. Alright, 7. 50, 100. Declares an attack run. Twin laser cannon attack. Normal roll. Also misses. And they are going to turn... Spin 50 feet like that. So that's 200 feet spent. And 1, 2, 3, 4 for 400 total. Alright. The ghost's turn. So I'm going to have Rex go first and kill this guy so I can fix the health bars. So Rex is going to make a double laser cannon attack. Normal roll. He hits. And yeah, that kills this guy. Put this back up to 18 for the others. Give this one the... Oops. The red X. So he's out of the fight. Which one are you? That one. And then Hera's got this guy right in front of him. Like, very close. 100 feet away. So, she's going to launch a torpedo at him. Dex save. He succeeds. Ties are very good with their dex saves. I also forgot to switch the chat over, but it doesn't really... That's not right. I want 2d10s. There we go. So it's 5 points of damage. Alright, let's see if Zeb has any gambits that will actually help us deal with this guy. That's not going to help. I don't think penetrating shot is going to help either. No, it won't. Take a penalty to your attack roll up to your rage damage bonus. Nah, so Zeb's just going to make a regular attack. He's kind of stuck. There's not a whole lot he can do. Probably should have given him some different gambits. That's a nat 1, so that's a miss. Unfortunately. Alright, so this guy goes next. 1, 2, so that's 150 feet. Declares an attack run. Now I'll actually switch this over like I should have been doing. Twin laser cannon, normal roll. That's a hit. Roll damage. 4 damage, so that's going to get dropped down to 1. Yay, damage reduction. Alright, next. Another TIE fighter. So this guy is going to keep going past. The ghost is out of its firing arc right now. So 50, 100, 300. And he is going to take the dash action. So he's going to get another 400 feet of movement. He's going to spend 50 feet turning this way. 100 feet. Actually, we'll spend 200 feet. 100 feet turning to the right. And then 45 turning back that way. So 50 feet. And he's going to hold there. Alright. Only got a few left. This guy is going to continue moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to have him go a little bit further. 7, 8. Then I'll have him dash so he can turn around 180 degrees. It's consuming 200 feet of movement, and then he's just going to hold there because he's well within range. He's well within range of the ghost where it is right now. Alright, the ghost's turn. So Rex needs to shoot at this one. So Hera is going to use... Hera's going to go first. So what Hera's going to do is she is going to turn the ship. ...180 degrees. Ooh, that's weird. 150. Well, not quite that much. It's going to be more of a 270 degree turn. So it's going to be 150 and 75, and she's not going to move it at all. And she's going to launch a torpedo. Again. Gotta love those torpedoes. So our TIE fighter needs to make a dex save, which it will probably pass. It did. Back to the ghost. Roll 2d10 for the proton torpedoes. Ugh. Those are not good rolls. The dice gods. The dice gods are not being very nice today. And now Zeb is going to get his chance to potentially kill this guy. So we'll do Zeb's attack first. That's a miss. That is unfortunate. Alright, Rex. Make us proud, buddy. Okay, Rex hits. He deals 14 points of energy damage. So that's another dead tie. So we're going to bring this back up to 18. Give him the red X. And this is suddenly looking like a very winnable... Well, maybe not winnable, but this is certainly a very one-sided fight. Alright, now we go to this guy. So he is going to make an attack. He's just going to make an attack here with disadvantage. And then he's going to break off to come around again. So we'll roll twin laser cannon with disadvantage. He does not hit, as one would expect. Spend 50 feet of movement, turning 45 degrees. Actually, we'll turn 90 degrees. We'll spend 100 feet of movement. And then move, we have 300 left, so we can move 50, 100, 50, 100. Okay. Then next, we have this guy. He has turned around. You can't really see, but I did put an arrow on the tokens. With the ghost, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of obvious which side is the front. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 150 feet. Declare his attack run here. He's going to make a rapid attack against the ghost, because that's what's doing the most damage. Dex plus 6. This guy's probably going to have to reload. And the ghost fails. Or does it? I think it fails. Oh no, it passes. Barely. It barely failed. It barely passed. TIE fighter's going to hold there. Doesn't have to use all of its movement. So the ghost is going to spend 75 feet of movement, turning like that. And we'll have it move forward 50 feet too. This TIE fighter's within the firing arcs at least. So we'll have Hera launch another torpedo. Let's get our TIE fighter to make a dex save for us. Normal roll. Save of 9. That's a failure. It's the first one so far. 11 points of damage. So if Zev gets a good roll, he'll be able to maybe take this guy out, and then Rex can put some damage in on the guy behind. Speaking of Zeb's turn, let's have Zeb make his attack. Normal roll. That's a hit. Rolls damage. Yep, that's a kill. Back up to 18. Put the X in. Alright, and then Rex. Rex is on the turret, so he can actually shoot this guy even though he's behind the ghost. Get rid of that. Alright, Rex is shot. Double laser cannon on the turret. Natural 1. That's a miss. Alright. This is probably going to be the last round of the combat. So this TIE fighter is going to spend 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet. So 150 feet. 1, 2, 3. Declare an attack run here. It's going to make a regular twin laser cannon attack. And it hits. Very good. 4 energy damage. I just realized I forgot to regen. Oh wait, that would have been 1. Plus 4. And then minus 1. I realized that I forgot to regen the ghost shields, but again, like, that's an optional thing. You don't have to regen the shields if you don't want to. I mean, really, like, you know, these TIE fighters aren't doing anything to the ghost, so it's not a big deal. But now that I mentioned that, I think we will regenerate some shield points. So we'll get 8 shield points back, and then we'll be down to 7 shield dice. Your shield dice I'll regenerate on a recharge anyway, so it's not the biggest deal if, you know, you burn through them in one combat, as long as you're able to recharge afterwards. So they're going to spend 300 feet of movement, turning the ghost all the way around. And I'm just going to let the gunners do their thing this time, instead of having Hera use another torpedo. So we'll have Zeb go first. Zeb hits. Yep, he hits. Full damage. 8 energy. Yep, so this guy's definitely in kill range for Rex. So let's see what Rex is able to do. He hits. Rolls damage. Yep, that's another dead TIE fighter. Alright, so that's all the TIE fighters dead. And now that we've done that, just for the sake of example, let's say that, like, you know, we wanted to get out of here quickly before, like, before Callus shows up or whatever, just as an example. So what we could do if we wanted to jump out is we could spend 10 minutes and carefully completing astrogation equations, or we can start doing it the quick way and start doing equations through astrogation checks. So let's see what the Ghost has. So the Ghost has a nav computer Mark II, which I believe gives us more of a bonus than just than beyond the expertise that we're given from it. So let me double check. Nav computer. Is it Mark II? Mark II. Oh no, that is the wait. Drake. I think that's supposed to be Mark II and that's supposed to be Mark III. I'm going to assume that it's Mark III. So we have a further +1 bonus to astrogation checks, which is good. And furthermore, we can do the astrogation checks as a bonus action, which is also good. Unfortunately, though, the Ghost doesn't actually have any an int score, which is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. A lot of ships don't. We can get rid of the turn order thing here. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to be consulting a very specific table that is in Chapter 8. Yeah, here we go. Astrogation results. So what we need to do is we need to get 10 astrogation equations, then we can jump out. And based on our astrogation results, we can complete multiple equations at once. So we'll have Hera be the one actually doing the astrogation checks, since she's the pilot. That would probably be her job anyways. So we're going to roll 1d20 +1 from the nav computer. Otherwise it would be a +0 because the int score of the Ghost is only 10. And then we're going to add double Hera's proficiency bonus. She had a proficiency bonus of +3, so that's going to be a +6. So let's see what we get. So we get a 20. So a 20 is 2 equations. So that's 2 out of 10. And then we just keep doing this. I'm just going to do +7 now. 13, I believe, is only 1. Yep, just 1. 17, I believe it's also a 1. Oh no, that's 2. That's nice. So we're at 5 out of 10. We're halfway done. I've only spent, 3 turns actually doing this. Now, if you have really good stuff... Ooh, that's a nat 1. I don't think that's any complete equations. Yep, none. Dice gods are being merciless today. I believe this is 3. Yep. So we're at 8 out of 10. 2 more, so we might actually be done this round. Yep. Yep, because 20 is another 2. So that's 10 out of 10 equations. So now what we do is Hera, as the pilot, moves the ship 50 feet forward, and then we jump out. Presuming she activated the hyperdrive as an action at the beginning of this. That's kind of why the hyperdrive is, or the nav computer is nice. You spend your action to activate the hyperdrive to get it ready, and then you can spend your bonus action to do the astrogation check to actually get the equations. Pretty sure that's how that works anyways. Just default to whatever I said in the tutorial video, I guess. Yeah, you engage it as an action. Oh, okay. So that's after the equations are done. You engage the hyperdrive as an action. Alright. And yeah, that basically does it for this example. That was... Oh boy, that was lengthy. But that's just kind of how encounters go in D&D. They tend to be pretty long. I hope this was helpful despite my unscripted ramblings. And I'll see you on the next one where we're going to pit a Venator up against the Executor.